So again, from this first one, hopefully you can see the edges of the piece instead of the lines, and it's going to be a dark to a light to a top one. And again, you can erase pieces that are on there. You can use the eraser for a little edge of a highlight. You can place it in there. You can draw it freehand. You can take it out and go back and draw it again just to get that highlight separated in between there. You can also use your eraser just right on the tip of it to make a line going like that. So just kind of demonstrate this on the first one as it shows a little edge like that. But on the second one, it's a rectangular shape. It's a 3 by 3 by 5 length, width, and height, x, y, and z coordinates. So I just sketched it out a little bit here so you can see it. So I've just gone from this distance 3 up and coming across this way to 5 and just kind of lightly putting this in there so I can construct it. And then it's 3 deep, so when you think of the x, y, and z coordinate, just kind of lightly sketching this out. And this would be the piece, the block, or the part that it would be encompassing. And then it's just going to be an angle from this. So when you take a look at this shape, you can kind of see it's going up just one piece and connecting at this direction. So when you build this, it's almost like a wedge shape right there. Okay? So I'll heavy that up just so you can see it a little better. And again, these lines will end up trying to shade away. I'm just doing it straight so you can see it. So that's the piece, and then it's extruded, if you think of it from the concept of that computer there. And here's the one, so as this goes over 3 deep, and 1 up, this is just connecting these 2 points in order to get the angle correct. And that builds that piece up. So this part's going to end up being dark even though it's a secondary tone, and you're going to try to divide this in half. So you could take a look, but if you count these rectangles, they may not be exact, so I'm just going to go with the crossing the diagonals for this so you can get used to doing that section. There it is right there. And as long as this is parallel, you'll see the line building that part up. And then here is going to be a rectangular shape, a square, and you can follow off exactly one of these edges right there. And then from there out, if you can kind of ignore the pattern that we just created and just shade this, just blocking this off here. Again, this outside line, just kind of blending this in. It's going to be dark. So it's trying to be able to illustrate the pattern on there. Just kind of getting it laid out. And then this one's going to be pretty dark because of the pattern. And then it's just a matter of creating that tone right on there. Again, you can just draw it and then shade it and erase it. You have all different techniques now to try to put together. So the first shading and be kind of rough and just clean it up as you go. And you can use the first drawing here as an example on your own paper. And try to get as much contrast in there as you can from a whole value scale. Here's the pattern right on top of this one. I'm just using a little eraser for a highlight.